Tomorrow, Chuck Schumer receives the $1,400 third stimulus check bill in the Senate. He also still currently has there a $50,000 student loan debt forgiveness bill, a $1,000 baby bond bill, and could have, if Elizabeth Warren does it, the SSI and SSDI bill from 2020. He has a lot of legislative efforts at point, and on Tuesday and Wednesday, Democratic caucuses meet and convene to discuss what other legislative efforts they should start doing as early as next week. I have all those big details on this senatorial update of What the Chuck on the tail end of Mornings LATE.
LA News Headquarters in Santa Monica. This is Mornings LATE.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you? It's What the Chuck. What the Corolla. What the happy birthday. Happy birthday to our viewer who earlier today tuned in and said, "Hey, Mom, can you give me a shout out?" And I gave her a shout out, but I also reminded Mom that she's now going to be getting a $3,000 plus $14 stimulus check because she is, I think, is 15. So I hope I didn't cause too much trouble by reminding parents that if you have a child 17 or younger, you will be getting some nice checks for them. So how is everybody? This is What the Chuck. In this recording, I'm going to go over not only what Chuck Schumer is going to be doing next week with a $1,400 third stimulus check bill, but also what he's going to be doing with other legislative efforts, the $50,000 student loan debt forgiveness, the SSI and SSDI, which has its new show on Afternoons LA, and the baby bill. If you did not see what happened overnight, is basically the president thanked Nancy Pelosi for her effort in passing his stimulus package. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Evangelist. Hey, Tabitha. There's Gunnar. There's Lynn. And there's Bonnie in the room. He thanked Nancy for her work in getting the third stimulus package bill passed. It's now in the Senate. And what Chuck Schumer has to do on Monday is sort of silence all this. This is Ron Wyden. He has to silence all this. Chuck Schumer is a moderate Democrat. He is a moderate Democrat, and he will hear a lot of chatter on Monday about your $1,400 third stimulus check that's coming from progressives and outer edges of the Democratic Party. Hold up the bill for this. Hold up the bill for that. He needs to silence this. One of the big reports that I've seen nowhere else is that the President of the United States defers to Chuck Schumer on how to run his Senate. I mean, Chuck has waited for many years to be the majority leader during that time which Mitch McConnell had it. He now has the Dominion. His job is to keep his caucus in line. He's waited for this moment. This is his moment. Keeping his caucus in line is not holding up a $1,400 third stimulus check bill because a few side handlers, did I say that? I guess I did. A couple of fringe elected officials. I have every comfort in calling people fringe if they are the three people in two bodies of Congress that want to hold up a $1,400 stimulus check because they want to fire someone that's a lifelong politician. It's fringe. It's a fringe concept, and they should really understand that's not where the rest of Chuck Schumer's alliances are. His alliance is to get the $1,400 third stimulus check out right away. And you're going to hear a lot of chatter on Monday. His job is to, one, not call for a vote Ron Wyden's amendment, not call for a vote Bernie Sanders' amendment, not call for any of these votes. Rather, he should simply take the bill, as he so promised, not send it to subcommittees, as he so promised, remove the $15 minimum wage, as the president urged overnight, to remove the $15 minimum wage, and call for a vote. And we're done. That's what Chuck Schumer needs to do on Monday and Tuesday. If he doesn't do that, which I don't think is going to happen. I think he's going to do it. But if he doesn't do this, this is where everything is going to go very south for this president very quickly. I think while the president has been deferring to Chuck Schumer on all this, I think Chuck Schumer got the message. No, we are not holding up this package for punishing corporate America, $15 minimum wage. We're getting it done. So I think you should be relatively calm and peaceful going into Monday with where we are on this issue. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Alma. There's Alma. Exactly, LLA. Good afternoon, Lucinda. How are you? Shalaya. How are you? There's Kathy, and there's Sean, and there's Black Jelly, and there's John Hom, and there's Nini. No, Renee. I try my best. It's not Sheree, it's not Nini, it's Renee. So that's that item. The next item, of course, is the $50,000 student loan debt forgiveness. I get a lot of questions about that. This is where that is currently. There's a bill. It's introduced to the Senate. Chuck Schumer co-signed it to forgive $50,000 of student loan debt. $50,000 student loan debt. The president has made very clear, I am not doing that. He has made it over and over abundantly clear. He is not doing that. So if he's not doing that, then what happens next? Well, why doesn't just Chuck Schumer amend it to $10,000? President says he'll do $10,000 student loan debt forgiveness. We don't really know. Chuck Schumer has not said what the issue is between the 10 and the 50. The president has said the difference. What's the issue? Then we have that baby bill. But then, of course, we have the question about SSI and SSDI. This is not Elizabeth Warren, but this is Jared Yellen, your Treasury Secretary. You know, these provisions help Americans. They really do help Americans. And so what should you be doing on Monday or Tuesday? You should be reaching out to Ron Jeffries, Pete Aguilar, because both of these people will be co-hosting the Democratic caucus next week to hear new legislative efforts. Most of these legislative efforts could go from either the Senate or the House first. Hakeem Jeffries is a House member from New York. Pete Aguilar is a House member from California. If you want SSI and SSDI in there, push with them. Call them up. Call them up. Get the push underway to get them to do SSI and SSDI. $200 a month plus railroad benefits. Call them up. Next, if you want something else to be done legislatively, reach out to them. Next, the $50,000 student loan debt forgiveness. If you think 10 is enough, and you think you're behind the president, you're supporting the president on the $10,000 student loan debt forgiveness, reach out to Chuck Schumer and say, do 10, because why are we holding up for 50 when the president says he won't sign it? I mean, he says he won't sign it. But when we're looking at stimulus, that $1,400 a third stimulus check, Chuck Schumer is really in a place on Monday to stop this confusion of Plan A and Plan B. I can't believe I was even reporting that yesterday. Plan B from Ron Wyden and Plan A from Bernie Sanders. There's only one plan. It's the president's plan. Hello, LA. You look great. Thank you, Tom. Hey, Leanne. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Gunner. Good afternoon from Brooklyn, New York to you, LA, and my dear Purple Hawk family, says Clara. How are you? If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video. We're coming up at the top of the hour. This is, of course, a short recording because Chuck should only have a short list at the moment. He should only have a short list at the moment. I'm back with you with the new kickoff of Noontime LA. We're at the top of the hour. It's time for Noontime. 2 hours of shows starting with Noontime LA right after this. Watch for the feed. I'll be back with you live in about 2 minutes with the top of the hour, 4 shows on Noontime LA. Save LA for more.